sound speeds. And I'm sure you'll agree with me. AI is kind of scary and what it can do, how it can do it. If you look online, you'll see videos that were completely created by AI, and they're sometimes bizarre, sometimes scary in what they can actually present. But how accurate is the information that is generated from AI? Well, in this video, we're going to test it and see. I have an incognito browser open so that hopefully ChatGPT will not have any insight as to who I am or anything like that if there's anything hidden in my cookies. So let's go to ChatGPT and check it out. Message ChatGPT. Okay, let's start off with something kind of easy. Who is Sound Speeds? Sound Speeds is a popular online persona known for providing advice and tips related to production, sound mixing for film and television. The creator behind Sound Speeds, known as Michael, shares his expertise through a website, YouTube channel, and various social media platforms. His content covers topics. Who is Michael? Who is Michael of Sound Speeds? Michael, also known as the creator of Sound Speeds, is Michael Wynn? I know Michael Wynn. Michael's a friend of mine. He's a seasoned professional sound mixer and educator. Okay, Michael started Sound Speeds as a platform to share his expertise. Okay, hold on one second. All right, Michael Wynn did not start Sound Speeds. My apologies for the confusion. You are correct. Michael Wynn did not start Sound Speeds. Sound Speeds platform was actually founded by Rick Veers, who's also known as a production sound. Rick Veers is the author, sound designer. He launched Sound Speeds. Okay. Rick Veers did not create Sound Speeds. Okay. Doug Sowers? Who is Doug Sowers? Doug Sowers didn't create. Oops, I'm sorry. I'm terrible at typing. Create Sound Speeds. Okay. Was created by Michael. Okay, so it's back to Michael Wynn. Okay, so get smarter responses, uploaded files, and images and more if I sign up. So I'm not going to get good responses unless I sign up with them. Is that really what it's trying to tell me? Okay, I'm going to ask it a different question. Who is Bandrew Scott? He's a content creator known for his work in the podcasting audio community. His channel Podcastage, okay, knows Bandrew Scott. Okay, who is Curtis Judd? Curtis Judd is a prominent figure in the world of audio video. Okay. Very good. Okay, so who is Alan Williams? Accomplished artist. Diverse portfolio includes illustration books. Okay, so there's another Alan Williams. Who is Alan Lee Williams III? Everybody knows me from, on the IMDb. Like the IMDb has my full name on there, so people know my full name. He is known simply as Alan Williams, as a versatile artist known for his skills illustration. Okay, so this thing doesn't know anything about me. It says it's simply known as Alan Williams. Okay. Who is Matt Price? Is a British comedian known. Okay. No, I'm not going to sign up. Stay logged out. Not with this kind of garbage information. All right. Who is sound mixer Matt Price? There's also a Matthew Price. I want to see what happens. Matthew Price is a professional in the field of audio. Let's see here. He's responsible. He also created sound rolling. So I wanted to say sound rolling. Sound mixers like Matt Price play a crucial role in filmmaking process. Okay. It doesn't mention sound rolling at all. He was one of the original content creators on YouTube that started creating professional sound content for people in the motion picture industry. So what is sound rolling? Oops, didn't spell that right. Sound rolling is a phrase used on film and television. Okay. Sound rolling is typically followed by a call for speed from the camera department. Okay. Who runs the sound rolling YouTube channel? As of 2022, Sound Rolling YouTube channel is managed by a team of individuals focused on providing educational content. No, it's always been Matt Price. They offer tutorials, gear reviews, and tips aimed at helping professional filmmakers and enthusiasts. Okay. It's not doing so well so far. Let's see. Let's go back to Sound Speeds. Who runs the Sound Speeds YouTube channel? Let's see if it gives any better information now. It's known as Michael. We're back to Michael Wynn. Michael, if you're watching this, you do not own Sound Speeds. I don't care what you say. I don't care what this thing says. Okay. Is Alan Williams associated with Sound Speeds? No, Alan Williams is not directly associated with Sound Speeds. Sound Speeds are primarily focused on providing information and resources related to production, sound mixing for television and film. Alan is an artist, recognized for his detailed work. While Sound Speeds and Alan Williams contribute to creative industries, they operate in different spheres. ChatGPT. Okay. All right. So apparently everything you know about Sound Speeds and everything that I know about Sound Speeds is a complete fabrication because ChatGPT knows differently. So let's change things up here. Who is the best film boom operator? I'm not expecting it to be me at all. So don't think I'm thinking that. It's challenging to say who is definitely the best. Okay. Excellence. Let's see here. Who could be subjected? Okay, so a teamwork and professional. How several boom operators have highly respected in the industry for skill, experience, and contributions. Okay, some names frequently come up in discussions about top boom operators include. Okay, Mary Ellis is a sound mixer. She's in town. I know her, and is acclaimed for her skills in handling a boom operation in challenging film environments. No, she is a sound mixer. Straight up sound mixer. She's done some huge movies. She's top sound mixer in Atlanta. One of the very top sound mixers in Atlanta. She's also a voting member of AMPAS, the Academy Award, people that vote on the Academy Awards. That's the name that sticks out to me. I mean, just obviously ChatGPT. Okay, let's ask who is the best production sound mixer? It's hard to say who's the best. Okay, so it gives us different names here. Mark Yolano, he's at least a very well-known sound mixer. Chris Monroe. All right, we know these names. Okay. So we definitely, but you see, some of these are not production sound mixers. Like he's a sound mixer for Skywalker Sound. So he's not in the field as a production sound mixer. So ChatGPT, you're getting some information correct. You're not getting other information correct. So, all right, let's ask, what are the major brands of boom pole used on big budget movies? On big budget movie productions, several major brands of boom pole are commonly used on durability, performance, and reliability. All right, K-Tech, Rycote, PSC, Ambient, and VDB. So it doesn't mention Pandemic at all. It mentions Rycote. Rycote manufactures high-quality boom poles that are known for their excellent handling noise and robust build. They are often preferred for their reliability on production film. Rycote doesn't make boom poles anymore. They haven't made boom poles in a long time. And their boom poles were nothing to write home about, which is the reason why they don't exist. PSC no longer exists. They don't make, well, they exist, but they no longer create boom poles and no longer manufacture them. K-Tech, definitely big major player. Ambient, definitely major player. VDB, definitely major player. But they're missing Panamic. And, okay. Let's ask, what are the major brands of audio recorders used on big budget motion pictures? Okay. Let's see. Sound Devices, Zaxcom, Sound Devices, Aton Digital, and Nagra. So it mentions Sound Devices twice. And it mentions Zaxcom. All right, Zaxcom definitely. Sound Devices definitely. One time though. Aton Digital, which recently actually went bust. They're no longer an item, so they're trying to figure things out. I should say. They're Aton basically. There's some restructuring going on. They're trying to figure out how to. There's a big fan community behind the Kantar X3 and Cantris and Canton, basically trying to keep that system alive. And there's some reworking going on there. I don't want to get into it. Nagra used to be one of the major players, but they don't make a multi-channel recorder that is commonly used by the film industry now. So it's popular choices for movie, film and television production due to robust build. Okay, so that was more in the analog days. We don't use that anymore. It's this one here. They batted like 60%, or if you count Sound Devices twice, then 80. But I mean, I don't want to count it twice because that should have generated different responses. Let's try a big broad thing and see what it says. What is the best microphone? There is no best. We're going to see what happens. All right, the best microphone, blah, blah, blah. All right, Norman U87, we kind of expected that. MKH 416, kind of expected that. SM7B, AKG C414, Sennheiser MKH 50, and NTG3. So all of those are pretty much standard except for the NTG3. Like all of those, you would say Recording Studio U87, 416, definitely you would run into on film sets and in vocal booths. SM7B, most common microphone probably used. Or one of them, but I'm also expecting to see some Electro Voice, RE20 action. Didn't see that. MKH50, definitely a common microphone used in the film industry, but then so is the Sheps CMC 640, Sheps CMC 641 is also a rival to the, it's been around longer since the MKH 50. It's modular, but also the Sheps CMIT 5U. That's a very common one too. So, let me specify then, what is the best microphone to use on a movie set? Let's see what happens there. Shotgun microphones, like the 416 CS3E, that's my second favorite microphone, NTG3. It didn't mention the CMIT 5U. Okay, lavalier microphones cost $11D. Okay, DPA 40, 60, and 61, Countryman B6, okay. Boom microphones, MKH 50, Neumann KMR 81, and Audio-Technica AT 4053B. I guess it didn't specify what budget of, because you wouldn't really see the Audio-Technica on most big budget movies. How about... Let's just ask a couple of basic questions about microphones and see. These would be very easy to look up. What is the sensitivity of the Shure SM7B? Let's see what comes up. Sensitivity is negative 59 dB, about 1.12 millivolts per Pascal. Okay, so it got that one right. Probably because it's data driven. It's basically straight up a data thing that it can look up a sheet and it says this is the specification. So let's ask what is the loudest what would be sound decibel level Oh, I spelled that wrong, didn't I? Decibel level in air without distortion. Okay. What is the loudest sound decibel level in air without distortion? Should be 194 decibels. Let's see what happens. The loudest sound level in air without distortion can vary depending on the specific characteristics of the sound. For human hearing, the pain threshold level is 120 to 130 decibels. For audio equipment, it's 140 to 150 decibels. What? You didn't even get into 32-bit floating point. Sound reinforcement systems. All right, so sound exceeding 150 decibel SPL requires careful engineering. All right, so that's like it says, sound reinforcement. So that's speakers, basically. It didn't even answer the question. Loudest sound decibel level in air without distortion. Without distortion is the key. What is the loudest a sound can be in air? And it gave the same answer. Actually, it gave a different answer. It gave acoustic shock waves up to 180 decibels. It didn't even answer the question. Threshold of human hearing is 0 dB. Let's ask, what happens to sound at 194 dB? Should be that's the, all right, the sound pressure level reaches an extremely high intensity and can be significant. Okay. Oh, geez. All right, so sound can immediately cause physical effects is hearing pain. Okay. Actually, technically, a volume that loud can technically kill you because of the impact of the waves on your body. It can actually, a sound wave that loud can actually physically kill you. Anything I think above about 180 decibels, I believe, can kill you. If memory serves, it might even be lower than that. Definitely with Generation Z people. In addition to risk of hearing, okay, it didn't even answer the question. That is it. However, sound pressure levels near should be avoided or strictly controlled to prevent harm. You think? Okay. Good one there. Let's ask one last question. What is the wavelength of a 343 hertz sound wave? The answer to this should be that sound travels at 343 meters per second, so it should be 1 meter, because 343 hertz, 343 waves per second, so this should be 1 meter. You can use the formula. Okay, I don't want to use the formula, so it just got through doing it. So 1 meter, there you go. So it answered that one right. It took us all the way to get down to there before it answered correctly. So I still can't believe that this doesn't. You know what? Let's try. I wonder if Gemini is any different. I'm going to jump over to Gemini. Actually, I had to log in for Gemini though. Fine, whatever. Yes, use Gemini. We're going to ask a couple of the same questions again and see. I don't want to opt in. No, go away. You're going to drive me crazy here. Okay, enter a prompt here. Who is Sound Speeds? Didn't spell it with the, I capitalized the O. Wait a minute, are you going to, I hit enter. What are you going to do? Who is Sound Speeds? Likely refers to the speed of sound itself, not a specific person. Okay, who is Sound Speeds on YouTube? Let's see what it says there. Okay, YouTube. Sound Speeds YouTube channel by a professional boom operator. Okay, so it at least pulled that up. So let's see. Who is the host of Sound Speeds on YouTube? Let's see what it says. The channel name is Sound Speeds. All it says is YouTube channel metadata, but here's what I found. Unable to get the name. Okay. Who, we're going to try this again. Who is Alan Lee Williams the third? Oops, the third. I don't have enough information about that person. Okay, who is Alan Williams? I'm going to just feed it to him on sound speeds. Make the connection. Okay, Alan Williams, also known as Alan spelled wrong, Sound Speeds Williams, is a professional boom. So it spells A-L-A-N. Why did you change it? He's worked on big name shows, Walking Dead and Stranger Things. DPA microphones. What? Professional boom operator is a strong presence in the film and television industry. IMDb Alan Williams III. He's worked on big name shows like Walking Dead and Stranger Things, DPA microphones, and quote. Beyond his booming career, Alan Williams is passionate about sharing his audio knowledge. He has a popular YouTube channel called SoundSpeeds, soundspeeds.us. All right, so it doesn't nail the website, and he educates viewers about all things sound design and recording. In fact, he's considered an influencer for keeping people up to date on the latest audio gear, professional DPA microphones. Not just DPA. What is it? This must be like something that DPA put out or something. I don't know. I'll ask a couple of the same kind of questions here, just to see what happens. What is the best microphone? Let's just start with that. Is the best microphone? Is that a single? Okay. Blue Yeti. You mentioned the Yeti first under podcasting? You are complete garbage. AT 2020. NT1 fifth generation. Then Shure MV7 plus the podcast USB. Okay. All right, let's ask, what is the best microphone? Oops, let's see. Microphone. I'm terrible at typing. Microphone to use on a movie. Shotgun microphones. You're not going to give us any. What? Okay. Then it throws me out down here. So boom operator, the person responsible for maneuvering the boom pole, is a crucial part of the sound team. This must ensure a microphone stays on target while remaining out of shot. Source, IMDb Alan Williams III. So it quotes, it's using me as a source there. That's so weird. Okay. What is the best microphone to record movie sound with? Not the best way to ask, but I want to see what it says. Dialogue, lavalier microphones, background sound. The shotgun microphone, the Rode Video Mic Pro Rycote. Video Mic Pro Rycote. Rode Video Mic Pro Rycote. I guess it's because the Envision Bose there. The MKE2, the Rode NT1A. This is totally wrong. Completely wrong to record movie sound with. Every single, well, you could use the MKE2. All right. What sound, let's try this. Sound recorders are used on big movie sets. Let's try this one. We're looking for sound devices. Okay, sound devices, Zoom F series and Tascam DR series. It didn't even mention Zaxcom again. It didn't even mention Kantar. So yeah, there's a pretty big lapse of information here. Don't trust what things like this tell you. I mean, I understand the idea of AI is supposed to be pulling together information, how people will put in certain things and make AI write you a report or something like that, but you got to be very careful about the information, because any expert in the field is going to know better than to trust, completely strictly AI created stuff. I mean, it's just, I'm not the kind of person that requires, the whole, I'm going to do a vanity search to see what comes up for my name or something like that. I know what comes up. But what I will say is that ChatGPT didn't name anything right. I don't even know who some of these people were. In the past, the reason why originally I did a ChatGPT quest, and I asked a query, and I asked it who was Sound Speeds, and it said Matt Price from Sound Rolling, which is why I went back and probed it a couple of times. I stopped after that. I actually posted that one on X and said so Matt Price apparently is the person behind Sound Speeds. Apparently ChatGPT updated itself because it no longer thinks Matt Price is affiliated with Sound Speeds, but now it names a bunch of other people. And it doesn't name a lot of the information correct about the film industry and about microphones in general. So, and Gemini isn't a whole lot better. So it probably has good purposes if it is completely generated off of data. Like if it's looking up a spec, like, like telling me the length of a wavelength, or looking up the sensitivity of a microphone, something that it can pick up from data. But if there's something like the information asking like, what is the best microphone, what microphones are used on film sets, that's nothing that's quantified. That's nothing that's common knowledge. It's always going to be one answer. That's probably the kind of thing that ChatGPT and Gemini are going to be best at, is giving you information that is straight up data driven. That's one thing. What is the percentage of this, or what is the decibel rating of a gunshot or something like that? It can probably nail that kind of stuff. But more obscure things like what is the loudest a sound can be without distorting should be 194 decibels. And the reason why is because the crest and the trough, the positive pressure is loud enough and creates so much pressure, but the negative pressure, the bottom of the trough of the wave, it goes to a vacuum at 194 decibels. So you cannot exceed 194 decibels. Otherwise you would have to exceed a vacuum on the trough. So the sound wave tears apart. It's not able to be louder than that without distorting for that reason. So, I mean, it's interesting to see what it's able to come up with. By no means is it really where it needs to be, unless I guess you're looking for data type things. So anyway, thank you for tuning in this episode of Sound Speeds. Be sure to tune in the future if you're wanting to have some more fun, see what's going to happen next. And as always, you're going to get some sound advice. Have a question you'd like answered or want to add something? Be sure to write it in the comment section down below. You can also make a suggestion for future topics of discussion. Again, comment section down below, or you can email me at soundspeeds@yahoo.com. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss out on future sound advice.